They told you to be good, to be polite, to smile and blend in, to bow before the altar of peace. But peace was never yours. Not the kind they sold you, not the one that silences fire. Somewhere in you, beneath the masks, beneath the trembling obedience, a question refused to die. A friction, a fever, a howl that would not be tamed. What if your suffering wasn't a mistake, but a message? What if your pain was not an enemy, but a path? Nietzsche didn't fear suffering. He called it sacred. He saw it not as something to escape, but something to transform, to alchemize, to turn into power, the will to power, not the desire to control others, but the fierce hunger to master yourself, to rise above the ashes of who you were told to be, to break free from the borrowed voice, the forced smile, the scripted life. Most people aren't living, they're rehearsing, playing roles they never chose, wearing beliefs they never questioned, bound by guilt, controlled by fear, and rewarded for staying small. But you weren't made to shrink. You feel it, don't you? The restlessness, the ache in your bones when you betray your truth, the exhaustion of pretending, the scream behind the silence. That is your will, your raw, untamed essence fighting to break through. Nietzsche described the evolution of spirit in 3 stages. First, the camel, who kneels, carries the weight of tradition, bears the expectations of others. Then, the lion, who rebels, who roars no to all that is false, who shatters illusions. But the final form is the child, the creator, the one who plays, who says yes to life, who makes new meaning from ashes. But to reach the child, you must first become the lion. You must unlearn. You must disappoint. You must say no to what everyone around you worships. Comfort, conformity, convenience. They will not applaud you. They may even abandon you. But your soul will begin to breathe. Because your real enemy is not failure. It's forgetting. Forgetting the fire. Forgetting the hunger. Forgetting that you were not born to obey, but to become. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." What is your why? Not the one they gave you, not survival, not validation, not applause, but the one that roars in solitude, the one that sings only when you're alone, the one that scares you, because it's real. Your trauma is not your cage. Your pain is not your prison. They are the raw material of your becoming. Don't numb them. Don't bury them. Transcend them. You're not broken. You're becoming. The more awake you become, the more grief you will carry. Not for your pain, but for all the years you lived asleep. You will mourn the roles, the masks, the versions of you that were never truly you. And in that mourning, you will be reborn. They'll call you arrogant when you stop apologizing for existing. They'll call you selfish when you protect your energy. They'll call you mad when you walk away from the herd. Let them. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be real, to become dangerous, not with violence but with clarity, with presence, with a gaze that sees through lies and a silence that speaks louder than noise. Nietzsche didn't offer comfort. He offered challenge. He offered the abyss not to fall into, but to face, to walk toward your fears, to look into your chaos and find your cosmos. Because that abyss, it's not your enemy, it's your mirror. And when you learn to stand still within it, you stop running, you stop hiding, you begin. The world wants copies, echoes, tame shadows of other people's ideas. But you are a storm with a spine, a myth being written, a legend that breathes. The path is brutal. You'll be misunderstood, misquoted, alone. But what you gain is freedom. Not the freedom they sell on billboards, but inner sovereignty. The ability to say, I am who I am. I have earned this name. I have walked through hell and made it my home. And now, I rise. Nietzsche believed in the Übermensch, the one who transcends man, who creates new values, who dances on the edge of madness and meaning. Not a superior man, but a self-created one. That is your invitation, to let go of who you were told to be, to become the one who creates, not copies, the one who transforms, not conforms, to be hated for your truth, rather than loved for your lie. That is the will to power, not ego, not dominance, but the sacred duty to awaken. So let them misunderstand you. Let them label you. Let them fear your silence. You were not made for comfort. You are made for greatness, and greatness requires fire. Now ask yourself, not what should I be, but what am I becoming? And is it truly mine?